Oh gosh, that was a harsh landing and a half. Well, we've come to the end of April and we're going into May, so let's take a look back at April's films. In 20th place, we have Balls Up, an attempt at a comedy, and mate, it was a random weeknight. I saw it. I thought, you know what, I'll stay up and watch this film. Sure, a good laugh, that'd be good. No, it wasn't quite. It was just full of dick jokes. I mean, I give it credit. It did make me laugh a couple times, but yeah, no, this is so like cheap. Humor. It's just anything that you can think of that to be funny with your mates in a pub and you're like 10 points in. This is the film. This is the type of humor that you're going to laugh at. It's full of condom jokes, and that makes sense because obviously it's one of the main plot lines is to do with condoms. But yeah, there's a whole thing of them shoving it in their mouth, and it's like, I don't know, it's more gross than funny. And I mean, there's some like funny set piece things. It's a whole thing to do with crocodile and certain people wanting to protect the wildlife, and then it just all goes tits up. I mean, yeah, it's just ridiculous scenarios, but you get that with comedies anyway. But yeah, out of all the films in April, this is really bomb tier. Next up in 19th is You, Me and Tuscany. Oh, I don't know what it is. She's actually a decent actress, but I actually forget her name. Is it Hailey Berry? Oh god, I feel like I'm getting it wrong. I could be getting it wrong. Anyway, yeah, her acting in it was just so cringy. I couldn't get past it. It wasn't even the fact that like her character was cringy. The acting of it just felt so like, this is so weird, and I can't get on with it. And to be fair, it's more the character's fault, I think, anyway, because it's kind of like, I just hate her. I can't find anything that I want to root for her for. I mean, she's pretty much just like big eyes, like, oh, I'm gonna get away with anything, and I can do whatever I want because, you know, if I make my eyes look pretty or whatever, and I'm a beautiful person, then sure, I can get away with anything. And it's just like, oh man, I'm tired of seeing this. This film was not for me. Obviously, I'm not the demographic for it, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things, light-hearted. You're not meant to take it seriously, and I took it seriously. that's the problem I had with it. You know, at the end of the day, I can see the appeal it could have to the demographics actually marketed towards. However, clearly not me. Next up in 18th, we have Wizard of the Kremlin, and yeah, I have no clue what this film was going to be going into it, and the biggest shock of them all was seeing Jude Law play Vladimir Putin. That was absolutely mind-boggling. I saw the obviously Putin on screen and thinking, okay, and I'm thinking, hang on a second, I recognize him. Who is this guy? Hang on a second, that's Dumbledore right there. Yeah, just the weird like comb over he has and everything, and the whole like face he does the whole time. It's funny. But this isn't a comedy. This is like a kind of gritty drama, to be fair. Yeah, it's like a journalism and everything. They kind of go back and flashbacks of what it's like to be what it's up to like work up the ranks and kind of be Putin's number two, basically. Yeah, it's one of the ones where I would actually find quite boring, but I found it interesting enough to keep me going, really. I didn't really be like, oh god, I wish I could leave or whatever. I tend not to leave films anyway. I tend to like to stay and see it through. But yeah, this is one of the ones where I was like, okay, certain scenes were like, okay, this is really dragging, and I'm really bored. Nor do I care for it, you know. I don't care about politics. Like, why am I even here watching it? But end of the day, didn't know what I was getting myself in for. Was surprised by the acting. The acting's actually pretty good in film, but yeah, everything else about it just was not hitting my level. It's just it's not on my radar. This wouldn't be a film I would see if I knew what it was about. Next up in 17th is Vengeance, and yeah, just a random one. I think it's Spanish, not Mexican film, but obviously spoke Spanish. Yeah, it's an action film. It's a great action scenes in it. I'm trying to recall what actually happened in the film. I only watched it like a week ago. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about it I didn't quite like. I think it was just, do you know what it was? It was because I was watching the film English dubbed and I had subtitles on at the same time, and they just weren't matching up until like 1 minute it was saying, oh yeah, we're gonna go and kill these guys, and then the subtitles go, yeah, we're gonna hang out with these guys. It's like there's two completely different meanings going on here. Like there's no way these correlate. Just for me, it just made it hard to watch, and I could have just took off one or the other, you know, kept it Spanish, I guess, and just had subtitles and just sort of, yeah, that's what they're saying. Sure, anything dialogue wise is just there to sort of set piece the action scenes. Action is pretty good. It's pretty good. But you've seen way more better action films than this one. But nice to see a horror film on the list. Next up, we have shockingly, you would say, in 16th is the Super Mario Galaxy film. Oh, it's a tough one for me. I had a lot of excitement, loved the first one, adored it, the story was great. I loved the introduction of Super Mario World and everything, and just, yeah, Bowser and everyone. It was just so good. Everything was top tier about it. But this film just absolutely fell flat. It took everything good about the first film and sort of just went, yeah, let's put that far away in the distant picture, and then here's our film. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of what we aspire to. You know, we're going to look the same and we have some characters, but yeah, we're just going to not be the same film at all. I don't know. There's something about it. It's just like an absolutely like montage of a film. If like anything was like hitting beats or anything, it just felt like, okay, from, I mean, the beginning was kind of a good setup, But throughout the whole film, all the way to the end, it was just like, oh yeah, just random reference you see from this game, reference from that game. And I know Galaxy is quite a big overall game compared to like Super Mario Brothers, but yeah, at the same time, it's like, okay, you're cramming a lot into this. And Star Fox, I didn't grow up on Nintendo, so for me, I don't know this character, but I had this random guy called Star Fox, and then I was like, okay, this is just random. Yeah, to me, it just felt like a big random film for the random characters, and I didn't really get a gist of any like actual good story apart from, oh no, the princess is in danger again, it being Rosalina this time. But yeah, it's difficult for me to really like the film because there was nothing consistently there with it really. It was kind of just like, oh, there's no substance, there's nothing there. But again, animation's on point, so it's not dead last, is it? Right, next up, oh, we also have another one that I think will shock you guys. We've got Lee Cronin's The Mummy in 15th place. Yeah, she's, for me, I was excited. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube speak about this film, you know, coming up for their, most anticipated for 2026. What's it going to be? Lee Cronin's The Mummy. And I thought, okay, no clue. Sure, I'll give it a go. Trailer. This actually looks pretty good. This piqued my interest. The film? Couldn't be black and white for me. I'll start off with the good of it. I mean, the good of it was the fact I love the whole Egyptian sort of stuff with the mummy in general, the reason behind the kidnapping, that sort of thriller aspect of it. But the horror aspect of it, I tell you what, that's the bad part for me. This is such trope heavy. It's basically watching The Exorcist, and just, I don't know. There's some good bits. Really, it's more funny than I find scary. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. You can have a good score at the final bit and going like violins going crazy and everything. But for me, what I'm watching, I'm just like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. It's hard to leave my disbelief at the door and sort of just take it as what it is. Like you do with animation films, where that's some ridiculous thing happens, you're like, oh yeah, cool, that's fine because it's an animation. Same with horror. I try to go into it thinking, oh yeah, it's fine because, you know, it's a horror film. Of course, it's going to be a bit, you know, cheesy. But for this film, I just couldn't get past it. I just felt it's just so weird. It's just, I know, I'm tired of seeing like that possessive, demonic like horror. It's been done. Like, I've seen so many of them, like I'm kind of numb at this point. So I guess the average viewer would like this film, but for me, it just ain't it. Right, next up in 14th, we have Fuse. And this is quite a unique story. And I was, you know what? The first half of this film, I was really loving it. I was like, okay, cool. We got a UK setting, you know. Don't get many of them, these sort of actors in the film. Andrew Taylor Johnson and the others, I don't know the name of, but you see him, you know of them. But when it came down to the actual story of things, I loved it. I mean, like a bomb being found on a construction site and like, you know, bank robbers using that as diversion. Great setup, loved it. The whole outside of that, like once they dealt with the bomb issue, I don't like what happened. I'm just like, okay, well, where's the payoff? Where's the motivation for these people to be involved? I won't spoil it, but there are these three characters in the film that, you know, make it all the way through to the end, and it's like, oh, okay, so we're not getting no like actual motivation. We got to how they met up and everything and how they met each other in the first place, but no actual like, hey, this is why we're gonna rob this bank or anything. There's nothing there to it. So I'm like, okay, I kind of just went through the motions for this film just to sort of get no conclusion, you know, in a way. Like, yeah, at the end of the day, it's a sunset ending to a film, but I'm like, okay, well, I didn't really get what was actually happening. It's just more of a, oh no, things went wrong, that's it, you know, that's all you got from this film. But, you know, I like the aspect that it was quite unique, and I haven't really seen anything like this before. Now in 13th, we have Outcome, Apple TV's film for April, and yeah, Keanu Reeves is in this film. Oh, it was Jonah Hill's directorial debut, I believe. I should probably research that before I even say that, but hey, I've said it now. His debut directing, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Not bad for his first one. I mean, it's a comedy. Was it funny? Not entirely. It was more funny the like references they had. So obviously they have agents and all this stuff and lawyers trying to make sure these big celebrities don't get any danger or get cancelled. And there's this like whole thing in this one building where you got Kanye West's face, Kevin Spacey, all these sort of controversial people who have basically been cancelled before. And he's like, yeah, we've got all this thing, they're kind of like idolizing them. That's like the most funniest part of me, and that's just set design and product design, whatever. So in terms of actual script and everything, yeah, I mean, I didn't really hit, but I did have a good time. And to be fair, I mean, now that I look at it, I feel like I have this a bit too high up compared to the other films I've watched. But you know what? Yeah, I had a decent time. I wouldn't rewatch it, but yeah, I would recommend it if you just want to see Jonah Hill sort of be weird and Keanu Reeves just being Keanu Reeves, I guess, because that's kind of what the character's all about. So it's someone who the general public just absolutely adore and love, can never be cancelled for anything because he's such a likable guy. And yeah, that's basically what the film is if anything, it could be a documentary. Now in 12th place, we have Roommates. Now it's a comedy again, and I thought this one actually was better. It's Netflix's answer to Apple TV for Comedy of the Month. And it's Adam Sandler's daughter who stars in this film, actually, and it's his production company that's also funding the film, and whatever it is that's attached to it. You see at the beginning of the film and all that stuff. So yeah, this film just absolutely hit the nail on the head. I mean, it was a shitty comedy. Like, there wasn't everything actually like, oh my god, this is funny. it's more like Mean Girls type like drama, being like, oh wow, like we're going to these extents to sort of get through and everything. So it was all about having a roommate that seems alright, you know, oh, you're getting on quite well, but they have bad habits, they have these odd things here and there. It just escalates more and more as you keep going. You think, oh, okay, they left the toilet seat up, sure. Then the next thing will be like, oh, okay, they're using my underwear weird. Okay, I definitely don't like that. My boundaries have been crossed. And the next thing is like, oh, okay, they're going out with my brother or something. Like there's all those sort of things to it that it just keeps going up and up until it just crescendos and both of them just lose their shit and just sort of, you know, girl fight sort of scenario. So it just gives me that Mean Girl vibe to it, which I did enjoy. I love a good drama baggage type film. So yeah, for me, that's what was more enjoyable about it than a comedy. But it was more like shocking, like, oh wow, we went there with that, did we? Cool, right, I see what we're doing. But yeah, no, overall, just a decent film. Now in 11th place we have Thrash. Yes, the shark weird film. I went into it thinking it was just a disaster film based on a hurricane, and then we had sharks. It was crazy. I mean, it's like Sharknado, but actually watchable. There was something about it, you know, a pregnant woman. The stakes were high. I don't know. I mean, the CGI for water was good if they use CGI. If not, then like, you know, well done for using a lot of water, because there's a lot of water in this film. Yeah, I mean, this is the passage of time in this film is. I hate it. I hate seeing like, oh, the water level should have been like up to the neck now, not to the nipple or something. So it's kind of like, okay, this is weird. There was one part actually we saw this group of kids who are like, I guess fostered, I'm not quite sure. They're living with toxic guardians or parents, you can say. And I like that story more than anything else, because okay, that's actually appealing. I want them to win. I want them to get out of this. Whereas the others, I'm just like, okay, right, okay, this pregnant lady could die and I wouldn't really care, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's a bit of a miss, but it just had fun with it. You know, it was decent enough that I was just like, yeah, this is a film you should just watch, because it's a good time, because like sharks, man, like once you know there's sharks in the film, you're like, oh, okay, but I get it. You know, it's not going to be anything like Jaws, it's going to be more like Sharknado, and in any film it's going to reach the level of like how cinematically Jaws is. Anything to do with sharks now is just megalodon stuff. It's just point and laugh. That's what shark films are these days. So oh well. Now we're on to my top 10, and yeah, what a way to start it off with Pizza Movie. Wow, this film just purely based on like ambition, I applaud it. This is such like a crazy film, creative idea. These two friends in college, they take drugs, unknowingly know what it does, and it just fucks with them constantly. I mean, there's so many like cool graphics on the screen, and the editing of this film is so much fun. It just brings me back to like when I was in college, like this is what the sort of projects I would probably wanna make, because it's just really fun and you can sort of do anything you want creatively in that realm. Of course, with an unlimited budget or like a movie-sized budget would have been nice to do at the time. I wouldn't be able to pull it off like this one has. But yeah, definitely this is something that I could see myself, like if I was going to create like a comedy film about these two kids in college and them getting high, this is probably what it would be like. Yeah, I just had a great time. I was actually thinking it was going to be absolutely shit, but I laughed so much. I enjoyed it a lot, and it's one I will rewatch whenever I'm feeling low. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling quite down today and struggling. I'm going to whack on Pizza Movie and order myself a pizza. I mean, the name itself, Pizza Movie, great title. Who doesn't love pizza? Coming in at number 9 is Exit 8. This film, I mean, I've watched Jacksepticeye's gameplay of this film, of this game, well, it's based on the game, so off the game, Exit 8. And yeah, no, I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. I thought this is a unique horror. You know, there's some, I say horror, it's not really that scary. It's more just like, okay, you're trying to pick out the anomalies that's happening in this corridor / room, whatever, of subway. And yeah, no, that's basically what it is in the film. It's just exactly that. And yeah, some things like, I remember, spoilers by the way, the like poster has eyes and it starts moving. I remember that in the game, and I was watching the film and I was thinking, oh my god, yeah, I remember that. And I bet there's a bunch of Easter eggs in the film, but I just haven't seen. I mean, the last time I watched the Jacksepticeye's gameplay video was probably 1 or 2 years ago now, so we're basing off memory of that. But I enjoyed it very much so. I don't know whether other characters work in the game or was it just yourself, because it's like a point of view type game. It really does pay homage to it, because the beginning of the film is very much like, oh, okay, I thought this one's gonna be all like GoPro attached to the chest and you're just watching things happen. But it does change it once you start getting to like a story driven type of film when you get to the actual meat of the film. But yeah, no, it was very enjoyable. I liked being like, I don't know, it felt very interactive, because once you know the rules, it's kind of like, okay, well, with this character, I'm now looking out for anomalies, and I see one, and he hasn't. I'm like, mate, over there. I can't remember a film where I felt I'd be like, oh no, he's behind you type thing. But it's like, this is literally like that. I was like, oh my god, that sign behind you is so different. Why have you not noticed it? Oh my god, no. What's going to happen? I don't know what's going to happen. If he gets it wrong, what happens? Don't know. But there's some creepy stuff in this film. There's some like I guess some scary stuff. Like I said earlier, I'm a bit numb to like scary stuff, so in terms of horror, this isn't really that great. Yeah, it's giving Backroom vibes if you know that game. And yeah, no, just overall, this film was decent, and I have to say, it's a great video game adaptation, and we're on the up for that. Really, we got Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter later on this year, so yeah, we're on a good start. Next up, we have Glenophan. I forget how to say this, if I'm quite honest, but yeah, number 8 is that. Is this film. This is just light-hearted. I just had fun with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's done not to perfection, but done well enough. I'm like, okay, this is, yeah, well done. I give plaudits. This is a decent film. Yeah, it's about these brothers who go separate ways, growing up in Scotland. One ends up going to LA to do like a jazz club, and the other is still in Scotland, doing their heritage of having a brewery. And yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that he's called back to Scotland, sort of face his past and everything. And I think this is done so well, where he's sort of trying to be there for his brother because his health's kind of gone sideways, to then actually, oh god, this place really reminds me of all the trauma I had growing up. Yikes. But yeah, no, it's just done well, and I feel like, they didn't overdo it, they didn't underdo it. Just, it wasn't like an amazing film, but it's definitely worth a watch if you're down for a light-hearted time. Number 7, Kiss of the Spider Woman. Now, apparently this came out in 2025 at some point, and I guess it's going to reach the UK now, April 2026. Don't know. The first time I see it was just the fact that I see it on my cinema app, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Should see that. J-Lo's in this film. Surprise. Didn't know she'd act anymore. But yeah, it's like a musical type film. I don't know what it was, but I just enjoyed it. Like, there's a whole thing. It's like a prison side of the film. It's hard to explain. It's a musical, but it doesn't start being a musical until about 15 minutes in. So it's kind of like someone telling a story of the musical from being in a prison bunk. So yeah, that's kind of where we're going with this. But the prison side of things, the drama of that was absolutely spot on. I love the acting in those scenes. It's great. It's got the guy from Andor on it as well. And then you flip it on its head and you got the musical scenes that happen where this guy is retelling the story of the musical. And that's just great stuff. And it's really good pairing, because you got the one like nitty gritty of like, oh, we're in a prison cell and it's horrible, it's homophobic and everything. And then you've got the musical side of it. It's like, it's camp, it's joyous, it's a musical. You've got songs. Who's going to be singing in prison? I don't know, but the main character does. Spoilers. But yeah, this film was pretty good, and yeah, it's going to be up there for one of the ones of the year that I've gone, you know what? Decent film. I'm glad I saw it. Coming in at number 6, then, it is Apex. Yes, a Netflix film. This has your man from Kingsman. I forget his name. Okay, I'm so bad with names today. I don't know what it is, but it's not. He's on the screen. You know when you see him. Yeah, he plays a skinhead type person. He's the killer. Jason Winfield, Australian, not outback, but like rainforest, I guess you could say. Forest, just to say it's a forest. Yeah, it's just good. I just enjoy it. I mean, I can see why people wouldn't enjoy it, because it's like, okay, it's just a streaming, like we've seen this sort of thing before. Killer chases victim, But for me, I liked it. I liked it a lot. The score was very good. I loved the score. Visually, it was really nice. I mean, the acting of the guy I can't remember the name of was very good. I love the character there. He's all sort of like, oh, I'm jamming to music and everything. I'm just weird. I'm just fucked up in the head, whatever it is. He's obsessed with it. And it's really cool dynamic. Again, spoilers if you don't want to just skip over. But I will say now. But there's this point where the victim and killer are sort of attached to each other for a portion of the film. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is like cool concept. I love it, because he's trying to run away. It's like, no, but she can't, because she has to save him now. The film does well, and I think it ends strongly, to be fair. And it's quite hard for a film like this to end strongly, because you've got the same tropes. Oh yeah, of course the victim survives, but the way she survives, I like that a lot. It's pretty good. Now we're on to our top 5. So these are the films I would be like, okay, definitely would highly recommend for any cinephiles, or if you want to watch a film, one of these is going to do the job for you. So at number 5, we have Mother Mary. Oh, Anne Hathaway, and the other, like, again, names, I struggle, but the other actress in the film, she is spot on, man. Her acting in this film is insane. But yeah, Anne Hathaway is also good acting in this, but her co-star just absolutely stands out for me. I don't know if she has more of a supporting role. They're kind of both the lead, but Mother Mary is Anne Hathaway, so I guess she gets the title of the film, and it is solely sort of revolving around her. I guess she is the lead, but nonetheless, the plot was just absolutely fantastic. I loved it. Even though I was a bit confused, I would say, I was kind of getting a bit like, okay, what's happening here? It's because most of it is kind of like a metaphor upon a metaphor and then upon another metaphor. I was kind of getting like, okay, what's happening? My brain can't cope. But no, I was loving it. Visually, it's nice. There's this really cool, like impressive, like ghost a bit to it, where there's like, I don't know, like some material sort of flying in the air, and I don't know what it was, the visual effects or practical, whatever it was about it, so gorgeous. It looked so good. I was like, bro, how did they did that? I was thinking, watching it, like, how? Because it flows so naturally and nice. Like, whoever did that, well done, because that is insane to me, because I know how hard that can be, especially in like dark environments, and you're changing environments too. Like, there's a whole thing with it. They do flashbacks in terms of how to look at their relationship together with Mary and the fashion designer. They end up sort of walking into the past, so you can see them walking into the scene and them seeing themselves and everything. Yeah, it's stitched up very well. The editing is spot on. Yeah, great film. Number 4, it is Michael. Yeah, you're probably thinking, where was I going to put this? In number 4. And do I have a lot to say about this film? Yes, but can I say it in about, 30 seconds? Yes, I can. I can sum it pretty quickly, to be fair. Loved the film, purely based on a Michael Jackson fan. Loved it. I loved seeing his life and everything, his origin story. However, disappointed. I'm disappointed that we just ended the film where it ended. And I was like, okay, well, this seems a bit random. I kind of wish we didn't have so much of the origin of him and just have him sort of like sing. It's kind of like, I pay my money, do the concert. I don't want to hear about your life, sort of thing. Like when you see an artist start talking, like, no, stop talking, sing the damn songs. It's kind of what my energy is towards this film. Like, okay, cool, I get it. You know, you were abused as a child, but it's just, that's such like a heavy like pull onto this, and I get you kind of need that, to be fair. So I can defend it against my point I'm making, because I can see why they've went down the route of it. You want to dramatize it, and you want it to be a film, not necessarily just be a filmed concert. I get it. So yeah, when it comes to it, for me, I would say outright 9 out of 10. Would be a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for pacing issues of, you know, not really necessarily focused on certain areas of Michael Jackson, because now there's going to be a sequel. We're not going to get more of the Thriller album or Off the Wall. You know, we're now going to get Bad and History and so forth. So it's going to be one of those ones that's like, all right, well, I guess, you know, we want more. You know, always want more, and that's a good thing. But I thought they could have included more in this first film. Number 3, Undertone. Wow, I was impressed. I went into it with the trailer absolutely spooking me. It takes a little thing to sort of get me scared, and I was alone in my screen, and before, I think, last month, I can't remember what I watched, I think it was Good Boy, I saw the Undertone trailer, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is getting me. I don't like the whole audio stuff of like listening to something and it's like, oh, is it outside of the headphone or not? Like if you play games, you kind of get that, like there's like a knocking or happening or whatever. You kind of think, oh, did that happen outside of my headphones, or did that happen in game? I don't know. So you kind of cut that aspect of it, and that's kind of basically what the plot line of the film is. You're listening to these haunted audio clips, and it's like, oh god, like, is the stuff I'm hearing inside the headphones, or is it happening behind me? And the absolute framing of this film is perfect for me, because I hate empty space. I hate it. It's one of those things that gets me, is just a dark empty space. I don't know what it is. She's always recording this podcast like 3 a.m. as well. Like, what's wrong with you? Do it during daytime. Why are you doing it now? Such an odd time. Jesus Christ. I don't know if it's explained, like the friend she's doing it to, is they're like a completely different time zone on the world somewhere. Maybe that can make sense. But yeah, no, this is wild to me, why you would like suddenly be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a podcast at 3 a.m. Why? This is the witching hour. Why would you even do it? But yes, mini rant over. Yeah, the darkness spaces and like the hallways you see and like the doorways. I'm like, oh god, that ain't good. And then you get the perspective of the camera slowly like zooming in and out. It's just really subtle. I doubt most people notice, but it zooms in and zooms out like quite a lot, and it's just so subtle, and it's just, yeah, it just adds the tension, because obviously a lot of it's just watching someone sit in front of a laptop, so you kind of need that movement to it, and to be fair, just the technique of that just works for me horror wise. And yeah, plaudits to whoever made this film, because it got me good. Yeah, I could see it being a very good video game as well if it was ever made into one. Number 2, we have the drama. Oh god, I bet a lot of you thought number 1 was going to be the drama, but what is number 1? What is it going to be? We'll find out in a second, but first let's talk about the drama. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to talk too much. People have talked about this film so much, and just great. The twist, not the twist, I guess, like the main plot line. I guess the main plot reveal was shocking. It shocked me. And yeah, great acting. Zendaya, great acting. Robert Pattinson, great acting. Everyone in this film, great acting. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. I love the idea of like the concept of it, and everyone just felt so real. Like it felt like everyone, I don't know, it felt like a real story. Like this is actually happening. You know, what I'm seeing on screen is it's happened, and we're just watching a documentation of it, obviously filmed cinematically in absolute perfection. But yeah, this film is a 10 out of 10. I can't see nothing wrong with it. Daniel Pemberton scored the flute and everything. It's so minimal, but it works. It's just, yeah, there's so many films, different like sort of puzzle pieces that put it together. You know, the editing, the casting of the film in general, the scripts, everything, it just falls in place for me, and I can't see anything wrong with this film. The main criteria with films these days is pacing. This is pace to perfection. You know, it is absolute cinema. Let me do the post. Absolute cinema. And yeah, if you need to watch it, it's a must watch of the year. A24, they're on some smoke, man. They're coming for everyone. Disney, watch out. A24 are coming up there with indie films, bro. They really are. Now, our number one, our top spot for April, it is California Scheming. And yeah, this is just a love letter for me. I love hip hop. I love rap. It being basically the plotline of the film. I love it. Yeah, it's about these two Scottish lads from you guessed it, Scotland. I don't know why I said my sentence like that. They try to make it, but no one likes their Scottish accents. Oh, sad. It's not good. But they come up with the idea. Hang on a second. If they don't like our Scottish accents, why don't we do American accents? Because that's what hip hop is, right? It's American. They do that, get successful, and yeah, they're basically just trying to eventually, we're going to call out the music industry for not liking our Scottish accents in the first place. But you kind of get button heads. They kind of got the success of being basically American rappers, and you're kind of like, oh, okay, we've got the success and we've got money now. Why would we reveal that we're actually Scottish now and potentially lose all of that? So we kind of got, you know, you'll weigh up your options here. Which one you're going to go for? Watch the film to find out. But yeah, just I love the two actors there did a top job of being best friends, and the rapping is excellent. I mean, I loved it. I was just literally bopping my head, which like, yeah, this is good. Like, it's a bunch of like crap they're rapping about, by the way. There's nothing sustainable about it or a message, just a bunch of random stuff, but it was good. It was lovely listening to it, and I was just vibing with it the whole time, and just the whole culture of hip-hop in general just really appeals to me. So if I see a film that's basically as that, 8 Mile, anything like that, I'm gonna love it. So from this, to me, it's probably a 7 out of 10, but for me, 10 out of 10. It's just got that personal touch to it. And in the words of Jim Carrey,
alrighty then.
That has concluded of April Ranked 2026, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. God, I am knackered off of that one. 20 films in April. Woo. Jeez, hopefully May's a little bit less calmer, but we have a few coming out. You know, Star Wars. We have a few coming out in May, so we'll see. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.